Yoda, Yoda, hey everybody, hey, 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 it's us. We're back, we're back, we're back again. We're back, it's us, we're back again. We're back. All right, now we're back and we're live. Hey everybody, welcome to Casual Conversations with the Homies. It's me and Guru today. Tito has a newborn baby, and he is taking a leave. What do they call it when you have a baby?
Leave maternity leave for
Yeah,
him.
he's taking maternity leave, and he'll be back. He pooped? Oh. He'll be he'll be back when he's back, which is real soon. So what's up, Guru?
Yeah, nothing much. Just the exciting slate of games, today.
Yeah. What about let's
Uh,
start about with the games on Thursday, the Thanksgiving games. The Lions suck. That's all we have to talk about there. They still trash. Who else played?
okay.
The Bills. Did they win or did they lose?
Uh, the Bills won. They beat the Saints.
Oh yeah, they beat the Saints. The Saints are depleted, man. Nobody's playing for them. They all hurt now. Too bad for Jameis Winston. The Saints could have did some damage this year if he was on the team. Yeah, I think that was all the games.
Yeah, the Saints. They really missed him in that game.
Yeah. So is there any other games?
No, just the games for this weekend. We can jump right
No, that's
into the
right. I
game.
forgot about the game on Thursday, the 1 o'clock game that was played in Texas. Oh my goodness, the Dallas Cowboys. You're Dallas Cowboys. I think you're supposed to be you should be what is that? What's the food delivery service? Shouldn't you be sending me some food right now, Guru? I feel like I feel
I
like you
do,
made a
don't I?
I feel like you lost the bet because the Las Vegas Raiders beat on your Dallas Cowboys. Guru, tell me about that game.
I, I can cry sour grapes, but I won't. You can't control everything that happens on the field. You can just do your job and hope that the flags stay in the pocket. I felt like
The
there
flags
was
are
some
called for
egregious
both
calls.
teams. That was one of the worst game penalty wise ever. But your boy number 30, he committed those pass interferences, all of them, all four of them.
I just don't think the last one was. The ball was short. It was short. It wasn't. He wasn't even going to catch it, regardless. And I just feel like, don't get me wrong, the Raiders did some good things. Deshaun Watson, he always plays good. Deshaun Jackson, excuse me, always plays good, really good against us. We just we're missing a couple All Pros, but give Raiders credit.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, well, I think it was, we won the game. I'm happy. What can I say? That's an obvious. But
Yeah,
secondly, I don't know, the
yeah.
Raiders, the same thing. The referees, they kind of took over the game a little bit. The Raiders got some false penalties. I'm glad they repaid the Raiders later and give the Cowboys some penalties as well. It is what it is, man. But I don't know. The Raiders offense still was making me upset, man. Like, how do you have Deshaun Jackson come in there and have every single time he's in a game, he makes an explosive play, and you only use him 20% of the time? Like, why would you do that as a team? You want the best players on the field to give you the best chance of, like, making plays happen. And I just feel like they took him out prematurely. I didn't understand that. But he ended up coming back in later in the game and catching a deep ball. So all is well.
Well, he is an old guy. He can't play like receivers is such a high demanded position, and at 35, 36 years old, that's quite a bit for him. I believe he had like 27 snaps, which is pretty good, considering most of them, his the plays that he caught were explosive plays.
Yeah.
Your AFC West is starting to heat up. Denver and San Diego are clobbering each other. Chiefs are starting to come about. The Raiders won, so that division right there is starting to really heat up. It reminds me of like the division of old when all of their players, all the teams in that division were really good. They just had to battle it out.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Once again, the NFC East is trash. What is that? What is it?
A piece of pie, but he stepped on it.
Oh, it's mine. I dropped a piece of pie on the floor. Whoopsies.
Did you say the NFC East is trash?
Y'all looking trash right now. I thought the Philadelphia Eagles was gonna be the team that come out the cream of the top. You know, and the Cowboys been dropping a few games. The football team is a football team. The Giants got to win. Jalen Hurts threw a pick on in the goal line. Like what's going on with your division?
Characteristics of the game. Yeah, it's kind of tough right now, but I always say we're still a tough division. Jalen Hurts played awful today, but you kind of see that the league is going to be kind of up and down. Teams are going to lose to teams that are not as good as them, but outplay them on that day.
Yeah, that's weird, man. The hottest team. I guess we could just talk about the hottest teams right now coming in this week. You got the Buccaneers. You got the Green Bay Packers. And the AFC right now, the hottest team on paper, technically, is the New England Patriots.
Yeah. Yes.
So are you going to take back what you said about Mac Jones?
What did I say about Mac Jones first, and then I'll respond?
I don't know. I know you said I don't know. I know something. It was.
I felt like he wasn't going to be able. I didn't feel like he had the arm strength. I didn't feel like he was quick enough to get through his read. And I can honestly say that I was wrong in my assessment. It shouldn't be a surprise. He's won a national championship. He's running a good offense. He has good support on both sides of the ball, but he's doing his job. And I have to say, rookie quarterback so far this season.
Oh yeah, for sure. Trevor Lawrence, trash. Zach Wilson. Even though they got the win today, he's abysmal. That was my shocker. I picked him to lose all the way. He's trash. Yeah. Trey Lance hasn't really played. Justin Fields is looking like he just plays for a bad team, man. It looks all bad over there. And so Mac Jones, people mostly everybody suspected that he is going to have the best season because of the situation that he was in. So it just that's what's happening. What happened yesterday? I only watched 2 college football games all year, and they both, for some odd reason, been Michigan.
Michigan versus Ohio State.
That was a good game yesterday. I thought the refs kind of got into it at the last bit, but it was going the way it was going. And I was thinking like, man, there's so much frenzy going on with this win, and look how they treating the coach. And part of me understand why coaches go to college football rather than the NFL. But the way they're treated is like royalty out there. Like, just think about it. Harbaugh has lost all his big games up until yesterday. He was on the brink of getting fired, and his whole future has changed over one game.
Yes, for sure. Crazy. That's like your Super Bowl. Yeah.
Crazy.
And they were just waiting for that moment for him.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get out. He seems like he has a better team. He has one of the best running backs in the CF college football right now. So, speaking of college football, this just went. Was Lincoln Riley? He left Oklahoma to go coach USC.
Did he?
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it just dropped like an hour ago. Yep, Lincoln Riley leaving Oklahoma to become USC head coach. Sources say.
They must have threw the bank at him.
They had
because
to.
He could have had any NFL coaching job he wanted. He could have. But that just means USC will be back. And watch out for his transfer, Spencer Rattler. He's going to need a quarterback who can run his system right away. Spencer Rattler is transferring. Maybe they'll hook up again. it would be smart for him to hook up with him and, let him play another year while he goes and finds another quarterback who can learn a year behind in his system.
You
I
know what?
think that
That's a good idea, Guru. That actually put him ahead of the curve in the Pac-12 off the jump. No, no big learning curve for a whole, team to learn the system when you got the quarterback who already knows it, and the quarterback is the leader. So that's not a bad idea. We'll see if the relationship between him, if it's damaged too much to where he like hates the coach, even though he was playing garbage and the backup came in playing pretty good, so he can't be too mad. But yeah, they just dropped. Man, there's no loyalty in college football, man. Those guys are the
it's
worst.
business. It's a business,
Man,
man.
finally it's a business for the student athlete too.
That's why the players are able to make money now so happy because it's a business. Coach can leave. Now the player can leave. Like, I think that's really good.
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
I also heard that Michael Thomas of the Saints was released. I
What? I
don't
didn't
know if
see
it's
that.
true or not. I didn't see it either, but I heard it. And if that is true, boy, that's a shocker.
I don't know. He might get released. He's missing the whole year. I don't see no news on that yet, Guru, but we'll see. We'll see. Anything else
Okay.
you so what you want to talk about, Guru? I know you wanted to go live. I know you think of this morning, but I was pretty
Yeah,
busy.
yeah,
Wanted to make sure I get on here with you.
yeah. I just want to make sure that we catch up on today's games real quick. For people and let them know it's official. Ben Roethlisberger is officially done. He's toast. If there wasn't any evidence, there was today in that 41-10 defeat versus the Cincinnati Bengals. You just saw an old man back there. The ball was traveling in slow motion, getting picked off. And he just looked old, couldn't get out of his own way. The
Yeah,
speed of the game never changes, only the speed of the players.
you're right, man. And it seems like as time goes on, players get faster and faster, and he can't keep up. So yeah, the Bengals they look like a new team in the AFC North. Yeah, it's over for Ben Roethlisberger. I think a lot of, honestly, I mean, I know the season is not over, but a lot of stuff that we kind of like predicted and was saying, it seemed like it's starting to happen in these mid weeks, like Ben Roethlisberger playing bad, um, Carson Wentz playing good but not being able to finish games. The Patriots looking good, the Titans sucking without Derrick Henry, and that's why he deserved all the money. Um, What else? Let's one more. Oh yeah, and Matthew Stafford is Matthew Stafford.
I tried to say that at the beginning of the season. I wasn't trying to be cruel, but I told you guys, like, Matthew Stafford's problem wasn't throwing the football. Everyone knows he can throw the heck out of a football. His problem was throwing the football to the other team, not really going through his reads and all of that. I think that was overlooked when people decided that, oh, wow, he's going to be in a great place. Guess what? He went into a division where the players are better and the defenses are tougher. So, yes, he's surrounded by better talent, but he still has to go against those other teams' defenses. And I think people are starting to see what I've been saying all along. It's just that he's just not that guy.
You're not
You
that
know?
guy, pal. Yeah, you know what? I think we need to pass this over to we need to let Hotbox notice because he's the biggest. Matthew Stafford is the next savior for LA, and I just think he's not that guy, man. Even though Jared Goff sucks in Detroit, but Detroit coach, I don't. They just all suck. All of them suck.
They don't
But
have no talent.
I mean, no talent. But I feel like Jared Goff would have been better this with all these weapons that they have now. I think Jared Goff would have did better because he just known for to me while he was in LA, he was known, especially with Coach McVay, he was just known for winning most of his games. And I feel like what did the Rams? They lost today. What's that? Three straight? Let me pull it up. Yeah, 28-16, they lost to the Titans. 31-10, they lost to the 49ers. Today they just lost 36-28 to the Packers. That's three straight losses. And one of the toughest divisions out there. The Arizona Cardinals has been without their starting quarterback for what 2-3 games, and that was their time to catch up, or gain some traction. Even though Cardinals hasn't slowed down, but still, I would expected them to beat the Niners. I would expected them to beat the Titans, and even the Packers, but they didn't. Like, it was good to see Odell get a ball today, get a touchdown. Yeah, that was cool, but it's like Matthew Stafford's going to Matthew Stafford. And you know what? One last thing. I don't know if you caught the last tail end of that game. Did you catch it?
The last what?
The last minutes of the Rams-Packers game.
Yes, I did.
What? I know they lost and they didn't get the onside kickback, but what type of clock management is Sean McVay doing? How do you be down 9 points, catch the ball on second and long, get into field goal range, but then you run a draw play to get the first down and you kill 40 seconds? It's like, even if you get the first down, what you gonna run, spike it, and then kick the field goal or try to throw a touchdown pass? How about you do better job clock management and that's why I give part of Matthew Stafford too. Like, Matthew Stafford, you got to know what type of situation you in. It's third and one. If you're not about to take a shot at the end zone, why are you running it, wasting time? At that point, you're trying to beat the clock and you're just killing. That's what I'm saying. They killed the clock, and I felt like that killed their momentum. Like, they kind of mentally, like, all right, we lost the game. Everything is gone. We're not going to get the onside back. And it's like they kicked the field goal. It was good. Imagine if they kicked the field goal good and it's a 1 minute left besides 30-something seconds left. I think the kickoff team would be more excited to, like, do something. I don't know. To me, the L.A., I wish Tito was on because I know he's high on L.A. And, because he's an L.A. guy. I guess we should say that. He's an L.A. guy. So in local news, the Independence Falcons are CIF Divisional champs. I think that's Jose. Jose's Juan's brother. Is his kid's school. Next week they're off
nice.
to. He said they're off to regionals next week. There we go. Let's go.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, man. That's probably I can't wait till my kids get in high school so I can be a part of some kind of like traveling or some team thing. But anyway, yeah, congratulations, man, to that school. But yeah, the Rams, I don't know what they're doing. I just feel like Matthew Stafford is being exposed. The Cowboys are exposed too a little bit, Guru. Now only I give y'all a break for missing y'all receivers. That was a big blow. But
we don't have a good nose tackle.
But
you don't have a good nose tackle, teams can run over.
But y'all still don't have a good head coach, man. And you know what? Dak had a chance to win that game. It killed the clock, but he missed the throw. I don't know how he missed it, but he missed that one. I give it to quarterbacks. They always have an opportunity to miss a throw here and there. He just picked the worst possible time at the end of the game to miss a throw.
Throw on that rollout,
yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah. Me being a Supreme Raider fan, it was the greatest Thanksgiving ever. I got to eat all my meals, and I got to see a Raiders W against one of my most hated teams. Wonderful Thanksgiving for me. Guru, I know I text you a lot because you were on suicide watch for a second because I didn't hear from you. I'm like, oh, no, Guru's going through it. Let's pray for Guru. Guru, don't do it. It ain't that serious. So I'm glad you text back a couple of days later. Didn't even acknowledge the game. Guru, let me tell you, everybody, Guru texts us every time a football game is on about every single breakdown. But during that Cowboy game, I didn't receive one text message from Guru before, during, or after. I texted him afterwards, and he texted me back at like 9 o'clock p.m. talking about Happy Thanksgiving, omitting the game he even was playing. I'm like, who is this guy?
It's funny. It's funny how you can actually bring that up and remember verbatim how everything went down. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'm yeah. I was wondering. I was waiting. That was our. I'm gonna have it when the Raiders play their football team. The same thing with Tito. I'm gonna be honest. When we get the W on in, but I'm like, dang, we're not talking about nothing. He's just quiet. We could have really put that game away, but the Raiders, once again, they always get to the goal line. I mean, the red zone and don't score a touchdown. We kicked 3 field goals from the 10-yard line. I mean, from the how do you be on a first and goal and you don't score touchdowns? But I take the win. Hunter Renfro, Edwards, Deshaun Jackson. Our tight end got hurt, Darren Waller, but
How did we get back to the Raiders?
I don't know. Are we talking about the Rams?
Go ahead, Ray Bear.
But you know what?
Go
The
ahead.
shocking game today for me right now was the Panthers versus the Dolphins. I thought the Panthers were going to pull it off. Cam Newton threw 2 picks. P.J. Walker had to came in and he threw a pick too. So I don't know. Maybe Matt Rule is not an NFL coach.
I don't believe so, because if you're smart, you run what works for Cam. And that just didn't look like Cam's offense. Like he's, don't try to get creative. I understand you want to take credit for what he does. You want to take credit for what he does, do what Matt LaFleur does with it. You do what Aaron Rodgers does best. P.J. Walker was the reason he even got the job at Baylor, because he had done so well at Temple with P.J. Walker. Should have started P.J. Walker all along, and then have Cam ready.
Yeah, but you can't expect much. Cam ain't, that ain't his offense. They just trying to sell tickets basically at this time. So I don't expect nothing from them. The Panthers not gonna do nothing. What else? What else, Guru?
Just that the Cowboys are 7-4, I believe, or 7-5. We're leading our division by a couple games, 2 games. We lost to, some teams that probably aren't going to make the playoffs, but I don't want us to be judged by the Raiders or other teams that aren't going to make the playoffs. Just judge us moving forward and see how we do. We'll be fine. That's all I want people to know.
All right, Guru. The Sunday night game is about to start in like a couple of minutes. So give me your thoughts on tonight's game.
Today's game, I expect Lamar Jackson to be 120%, like you said. And I expect Baker Mayfield to be Baker Mayfield. So with that being said, I'll take a Ravens win.
Now, if the Ravens win today, they'll be in second place, I believe, or first place in the AFC North.
Mm-hmm.
Is it safe to say that Baker's career, if they don't make the playoffs, deep in the playoffs, is done with the Cleveland Browns?
Deep in the playoffs, or how about just making the playoffs? Let's just start with making the playoffs. Let's set the bar there. I'm going to say yes. Now, they picked up the 5th-year option, so who knows? But, 5th-year option, he'll be back next year. They'll take another look.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, he has all the weapons. He has the best team, and it's like, I think we said it last week, and I said it when I came off my high horse Baker fan bus, and I said it, it's not about what you do when you're up. It's about what you do when you post a quarterback and, lead your team. And it's like he's just not doing it. Now he's taking shots at the fans, and they're going back and forth. It's just a big old thing right now. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's all I have for tonight. I feel like the Ravens are going to win it. And the Browns, our backs are against the wall. They have all this talent, and supposedly Odell was part of, maybe part of the problem. So let's see what happens tonight with them.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the Browns do, because if the Browns can't do nothing, I think with that team that they kind of have, they built a good roster on offense and defense. Really, you're gonna have to point the finger at somebody. They couldn't point it at Odell the last couple games. I have no
Mm-hmm.
sympathy for Baker Mayfield, honestly. He
I don't
what is
either.
it? 10 passing touchdowns, and it's what week 12.
If this was Lamar Jackson, he would have been getting crucified. Crucified.
Why?
Huh?
Nah, yeah, we know why. I was saying, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Just the media will not favor. They won't talk. They just won't stand for him to be mediocre or average. That's why they just won't.
Yeah, I got a buddy who's not a Lamar Jackson fan, and I'm like, hey, look at his record. Like, at some point, you got to like understand that he's actually playing super duper subpar level.
He is better than Michael Vick ever was, and we know how many people follow to like Michael Vick. I followed his career. This guy is phenomenal. Like the Ravens are only relevant because of him, mainly because of him. You take him out of the equation, the excitement and everything is gone.
This is true. This is true. All right, Guru. Let's hop back on later this week and talk some NBA because Steph Curry's going crazy. I know the game is about to start, so I don't want to miss the game. But it's always a pleasure talking to you, Guru.
Right on.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, we'll get Tito back soon for a few minutes. But he's enjoying that maternity leave from here and from his job, so that must be pretty cool.
We missed
you, big dog.
We missed Tito's information. He's so informative.
Yeah, for sure. All right, everybody.